A very good evening to all of you. Once again, welcome to my channel News Simplified. In this video, we are going to discuss the soured relationship between Pakistan and Afghanistan. As you all know, of late there have been a lot of clashes along the Durand line. What is Durand line? Durand line is the boundary which divides Pakistan and Afghanistan. In towards the Pakistan area, you have two provinces. The first is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which is towards the east, towards the north of Pakistan, and the other province is Balochistan, which is to the south of Pakistan. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa KP borders Central Asia and Iran, and here we will discuss the geography of the region as well. But before moving on to that, let us first have a look at what has happened nowadays in the relationship between the two countries. On the 9th of October this month, Pakistan military started aerial operation against Afghanistan. It struck the capital city, Kabul. The purpose behind that, as they alleged, was to target the TTP terrorists hiding in Afghanistan. They called it a precision strike, only to target the terrorists and not the civilians, as they call it. You might remember that this Taliban regime is being run by the Taliban, which is a terrorist organization. In the past, they have had one more regime before 2001, from 1996 to 2001. What happened in 2001? When America was attacked, the Twin Towers of America were attacked, and possible link with Al Qaeda was established. They started operations to flush out terrorists hiding in Afghanistan and the adjoining region. They stationed their troops to launch operations to punish the culprits of 9/11. This is known to you. Let us talk about how the two old friends have turned into foes, enemies now. It is Pakistan which propped up Taliban. It is Pakistan which supported Taliban to stand on its legs. It supported militarily, economically, in both ways. As you all know, their ideologies are similar. In the past, they had been launching pads for attacks in Kashmir of India. They were hands in and glove with each other to target Indian interests in Kashmir. They were killing people, they were helping each other. It is a well known truth to all of us. When on 9th of October this month, the foreign minister of Afghanistan was visiting India, Mr. Amir Khan Muttaqi, in between, aerial strike on Kabul rattled the relationship between the two countries. The relationship soured not only for the strikes that were carried out. There had been different claims of casualties on both the sides. Pakistan claims that they have killed 200 Afghan army personnel, while the Afghan regime claims that they have killed 58 Pakistani army men. The relationships have hit rock bottom and stand fractured at this moment. Let us understand the geography of between the two countries. As you already know that there are two provinces of Pakistan along the Durand line. Durand line is the line which geographically divides the two nations, Afghanistan and Pakistan. There is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to the north and Balochistan to the south. And on the side of Afghanistan, there is Paktika province. Paktika province. On the 9th of October, Paktika and Kabul both were struck by Pakistan aerially. There were aerial strikes, precision strikes as they call it. When we look at the map, we see that Kabul is just 230 km by road from Torkham at the western end of the Khyber Pass in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa KP province. But when you look at the aerial distance from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or Torkham to Kabul, it is just 100 kilometers. It's very, very near Pakistan. Now, have a look at Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region, there are two tribes, Mahsood and Wajir tribes. There are two regions in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, North Waziristan and South Waziristan. And these two tribes are living here in this region. These two tribes, the Taliban regime claims are the base supporters of TTP. It means the TTP fighters are from these two tribes. They, the terrorists who are creating disturbance in Pakistan, are from these two regions in Paktika province of Afghanistan. As you all know, Pakistan claims that on the 11th of October, they were attacked unprovoked. It means there was no provocation on the part of Pakistan. But this is false. This is a denial of the fact. Pakistan had already attacked Kabul on the 9th of October. And in retaliation for which the Taliban fighters killed so many of the Pakistani army personnel. There is one more reason why Pakistan attacked Afghanistan. As you all know, they allege that TTP is being supported by Pakistan regime, and these TTP fighters are creating disturbance in Pakistan. They were actually carried out to attack Mr. Noor Wali Mahsood, the leader of Pakistan Taliban. It means TTP, Tehreek Taliban Pakistan. These are the reasons why Pakistan attacked Afghanistan. Surprisingly, Pakistan's DG ISPR, Inter-Services Public Relations ISPR, DG ISPR, stated on October 12 also refers to the Afghan minister's visit to India but links it to Afghanistan's serious provocation and ignores its earlier October 9 attack in Kabul. It means Pakistan has admitted that they carried out the aerial strike on Kabul to send a message to Taliban not to have a close tie with India, abstain India, keep away from India. First, it was the first reason, but they called that it was a serious provocation on the part of Taliban military that they had attacked Kabul. This is denial of the fact, actually denial of the fact, and this also surprises us. But let us explore the main reasons why these confrontations are going on, why the two friends have become enemies at the present time. As you all know, Taliban had been dependent on Pakistan for its survival. Not only the government of Pakistan, but the military were also supporting and extending all kinds of assistance to Taliban earlier. When Americans came to Afghanistan to flush out the Al Qaeda terrorists and other terrorists, Pakistan was helping the Americans. Besides having a good relation with Taliban, it means they were playing a double game at that time. It was a double game on the part of Pakistan. They were helping Americans on the one hand, and they were supporting Taliban on the other hand. Now it is to be noted that Taliban was heavily dependent on Pakistan economically and militarily. They were subservient to the Pakistani establishment, it means the army, for different kinds of support. But when they have come to power this time, they are charting their independent path. They are not going to be subservient to Pakistan establishment. They are having good relations with the regional powers like India and China and the expanded neighborhood of Russia and other countries of the world. They are having relations with all of them. They are sending the message that they are now quite willing to shed their old clothes, the blood-stained clothes, and they have transformed themselves. Now, one thing to note here is that it was Russia which recognized Taliban regime first. They exchanged diplomats. They opened their embassies in Afghanistan and in Moscow. Embassies were opened, talks were being held at the top level of the leadership. And in July 2025, Russia recognized the Taliban and accepted its ambassador in Moscow, as I have told you. The Taliban wants to have its own external engagement with, while Islamabad expects its approval for the same. Taliban wants Islamabad, it means Pakistan establishment, to declare Taliban regime as a valid and legitimate one. It means they want Pakistan to recognize Taliban regime, which the Pakistan is not doing, and that is also a cause of friction. Pakistan wants the Taliban to be dependent on it, from economy and trade to foreign policy. The recent New Delhi-Kabul rapprochement has not gone down well with the establishment. When the friendship started between India and Kabul, it was not digested by the Pakistan. They saw it a threat. They, as you all know, want Taliban to stop anti-Pakistani groups from perpetrating acts of violence and attacks on Pakistan. Taliban had developed close linkages with the TTP. Let us see the relationship between TTP and Taliban. During the US occupation, the Pakistani Taliban, especially the Mahshood and Wazirs, had provided crucial support to the Taliban when Pakistan was playing a double game during 2001 and 2021, during the stay of the American troops in Afghanistan. So it is possible that Taliban still maintains connection with the TTP, but they are denying that they have no relations with the TTP, Taliban Pakistan. If there are disturbances within the territories of Pakistan, different territories of Pakistan, they are the doings of their own. They have nothing to do with that. There is no support, covert or overt, on their part to disturb Pakistan in any way. Pakistan, let us discuss the core problem that is causing friction and fissures between the two nations. The core cause of friction is that after the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979, it has been the establishment which has carried out Pakistan's Afghan policy and not the parliament. Pakistan is a democratic country, but the reality is Pakistani establishment, it means its army, is ruling the roost. They are controlling the civilian government. The civilian government is a subdued voice of Pakistan. It has nothing with it to go against the wishes of the army. It is fully controlled by the army, and its relations with Afghanistan have been controlled by army, not Parliament of Pakistan. It means the elected government of Pakistan. Relationship between the two have been left to the army to decide which course they take. And this was quite visible when the strike was carried out against uh, Kabul. The Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shehbaz Sharif, praised his Field Marshal Asif Munir for his resounding courage to go to such an extent and display exemplary bravery and military capabilities. It was quite clear that it is the military that is controlling the affairs and the relations with Afghanistan and not the elected government or the Parliament of Pakistan. Now, one more friction point is that there have been, for the last 1 year, large scale deportation of Afghanis who were living in Pakistan. They are being unilaterally deported to Afghanistan. During 1980s and 1990, they were warmly welcomed by Pakistan for their brotherhood, Islamic brotherhood, for their acts going against India. They were helping Pakistanis to unleash terror in Kashmir and parts of India. They were welcomed at that time, but they have become sore points for Pakistan. They are now viewed as enemies and they are being deported to Afghanistan. And this is an unilateral decision on the part of the Pakistani regime or Pakistani army. Since 2023, Pakistan has been unilaterally deporting first undocumented Afghan migrants, uh, one who did not have proper papers or registration. United Nations also called out this kind of unilateral decision on the part of the Pakistani regime to deport Afghan militants, migrants and refugees. The other thing that is quite concerning for Taliban is that Pakistan off and on from time to time closes its border, and the border is very important for Afghanistan. It wants Pakistan to keep its borders open for trade and economic activities. It's very strategically important. Closure of border points by Pak in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan at Torkham and Charman. They are actually putting the Taliban regime under pressure. They are economically under pressure. They are strategically under pressure. From there, they are connected with the world. They have access to ports from there until and unless India provides access to the world. That is why they are in trouble, and they are concerned about their future, economic future. Now, when India and Afghanistan are coming closer, the closeness started with the Taliban calling out a Pahalgam attack on innocent civilians in Kashmir. It stood firmly by India when India was attacked, and since then our ties have become closer, and it is getting closer day by day. Although this Pakistan's rapprochement with Iran, its defense agreement with Saudi Arabia, the recent developments with the US also are concerning for Afghanistan. They are concerning for India as well, and they are concerning for Pakistan, for Afghanistan, because if Pakistan grows militarily and its capabilities are enhanced by its alignments with the regional partners like Saudi Arabia and US supporting its missions militarily, economically, are there are good relations between US and Pakistan regime that can pose threat to both Afghanistan and India as well. Afghanistan has enhanced regional outreach with Moscow, Beijing, New Delhi to build Afghanistan's economy. And now, as I have already told you, that Afghanistan is ruled by Taliban, and Taliban have shed their old blood-stained clothes and worn new ones. They want to project themselves as well-wishers of its people and well-wishers for their country. They are getting closer to India, China, Moscow, and all the other the expanded neighborhood. Along with that, they are establishing themselves as close partners of all these countries and have promised to safeguard the interests of its regional partners. They have turned over a new leaf as they project themselves to be. But can the world still rely on Taliban? Taliban, which has been a terrorist organization, which has had its checkered past, which has had its stained past, can it be a trustworthy partner for the peaceful world, for the peaceful countries? It's a question, and the time will tell what happens next. With this, I end this video. Thank you. Thank you very much.